Hey guys, welcome to the Fool Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. A little bit late on my weekend recap, but family stuff called on Monday. So Tuesday, here we go. Tigers baseball season wrapped up. Kind of my thoughts for the season. It was a pretty miserable season. There were some high points, not many of them. The team was pretty poor. Looking forward to next year. You bring back some good young pitchers, hopefully in Norris, and you still got Zimmerman there though, and you still have $30 million tied up with Miguel Cabrera. That's for 6 more years. We're paying him like 30, 30, 32, 32, and then 8. Like the last year is $8 million. Like what a horrible contract. The only hope is that he can come back healthy next year from his bicep tear and maybe be a decent player. That's the whole thing now, is like no one's going to buy him from us unless he really turns it on, but I don't see it. He's older now. He's getting injured the last few years. He's been injured. So we're going to have him. And so I guess it's just an investment that a few years down the road, you'll have some interest with maybe going for 500 home runs, 3,000 hits, and maybe 1,000 RBIs. I don't know what those records are. Those stat numbers that people just really know is so. I guess that's what we're paying Miguel Cabrera for. Basically, what he did. I mean, he won the Triple Crown, so we gave him this huge contract, and So the Tigers next year is going to be about the same. Maybe you get some younger pitchers who are going to come up, but you hope the old veterans like Zimmerman, maybe he can turn it around a little bit, and we could trade him. It's kind of sad. You look at Anibal Sanchez was just a train wreck on the Tigers, and we just cut him, let him go, and he goes to Atlanta, and he's on a playoff team this year with a really good record, like 3 ERA, and he had a good year. So it's like, what was the difference about getting out of Detroit that all of a sudden things turned around for him? Thinking about the Lions. Some people are like, oh, the Lions do this where they, rip your heart out. I'm pretty numb to it. I mean, I'm a Lions follower. I'm not really a Lions fan. I like going for good teams. So you might call me a hater. I don't mind Aaron Rodgers. He plays good football. I don't mind Tom Brady. They play good football in New England. I like good teams. And the Lions have not really been a good team. But when they scored with 2 minutes, 17 seconds left to go up, I'm like, that's too much time. Their defense is so porous. They gave up, as I predicted, they gave up to Zeke Elliott 150 yards rushing and 88 yards passing. So he even surpassed my prediction. I thought he would be 150 to 200. He was in the over 200 yards of total offense. That's how terrible our defense was covering him. So, am I surprised the Lions lost? No. It reminds me of the early season, 2000 seasons of the Tigers, where they were terrible. And me and my brother, we would watch every game back then. Like the team where they lost over 100 games. And it was fun. It honestly was fun to see where the team was going to lose. You're just like, where are they going to fall apart? So, obviously, maybe when we had the 0-16 team in Detroit, 0-16, like, how are we going to lose this game? So, you still have that with the Lions. How are they going to lose it? They just have this persona that they can't win big games. So, looking ahead, though, it's kind of like the New England game from 2 weeks ago. Their backs are against the wall. Are they going to come out and be intense? This Green Bay doesn't really have much of a running game, so it's all kind of on Aaron Rodgers. Maybe the Lions can shut them out and get a win and get back to 2-3 on the year. I could see it, but I'm not counting on it. Baseball, the wild card. Last night, the Cubs lost to Milwaukee. Colorado lost to Los Angeles Dodgers. So, tonight, we have the NL wild card. I'm taking the Cubs for just one main reason. Colorado played in Colorado Sunday afternoon. They had to travel to Los Angeles for a 1 p.m. first pitch. So that means they probably got in there at like, midnight or something, got to a hotel late, all that stuff. They play a game, they lose, they got to turn around and fly all the way across time zones, almost, the 2/3 of the country over to Chicago. So I think Colorado is pretty tired. I think Colorado's not going to have much left. And it's a home game for the Cubs. I think the Cubs take it. Now you also have the other side, Colorado. They got nothing to lose, so maybe they'll play nice and loose. But I think the Cubs win it. Later this week, I'll give you my predictions. Oh, I also think the Yankees are going to be Oakland. I just think the Yankees have too much offense. Oakland is just not going to be able to keep up with them. So I'm picking Oakland to lose, Yankees to win in the AL wild card. That's tomorrow's game. Also, notice my wife's like, what shirt are you wearing? I'm like, oh, Red Wings. Red Wings start Thursday. My thoughts on the season. Preseason, right, they did really good. 1 or 2 losses, 6, 7 wins, somewhere in there. They played really good preseason. It reminds me of a young team, like an expansion team in football, right, where everyone's playing for something. So you win those games, those preseason games that don't really matter. You win them because you have something to play for. You're trying to win a roster spot. But I think once the regular season starts, the Wings are going to be, at best, middle of the pack. If things go well, I can see them being a 7th, 8th seed in the playoffs. Jeff Blashill, he's like a lame duck coach, right? I think he's got 1 year left on his contract. After this year, it's pretty much expected that Ken Howland's probably going to be out. They're going to try to get Yzerman in. So I think Blashill knows his tenure at Detroit's over. So I think he's just going to say, forget it. I'm going to play the young guys, the guys who actually give me a chance to win. He's not going to be playing these old hack veterans that get signed for him that he has to play instead of the young players who have a heart and a desire to play. So I can see that on the positive side, Blashill's going to play the young guys. We'll see if it works. I'll keep an eye on them. I'll try to get my hockey guru, Ben, over to talk about it. He's just recovering from a broken bone in his leg, and he can't really get down my stairs too well to get down here. So hopefully he can come a little bit later and do a Wings preview and maybe a Grand Rapids Griffin shout-out and such. He goes to like a ton of Griffin games. He has season tickets and stuff, so he knows a lot about the Griffins. So those are just my thoughts on the weekend. Little shouts here and there. Ryder Cup, who cares? Honestly, Europe cares about it. America doesn't care about the Ryder Cup. I didn't care. We got football to watch. Who cares about the Ryder Cup? It's not a major in golf, so I don't care. The U.S. got smoked. Whoop-de-doo, Tarantula Town. What's the big deal? NBA starting up. See what I think about the Pistons. I'll do a little blog on them in a little while. Alright, so that's the weekend in review. So I hope you guys enjoy the playoff baseball. It is a lot of fun when playoff baseball's going on. Hockey starts up. If you care about the Wings, maybe catch some action there. And of course, I'll do a preview of Michigan versus Maryland in the next day or so. And then my predictions on Friday about the weekend football games. I had a really good week last week. I think I only got 2, maybe 3 games wrong. So I was really trying to focus a little bit more on my picks because I'm doing terrible. So, alright. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, subscribe. Thanks. And as always, hope you guys had a good day. Go Wings, go Blue, and I'll see you guys next time.